Hi, everybody. Hello, players and viewers. All right, let's get everyone flop a doodle dude into their spots. I think that's just about it. And here we go. Beautiful. Well, you know what? Before we get into any recap, anything, let's do the DM inspo roll so I don't
Oh,
forget. This memory's just been
wow.
a little, you know,
Goodness.
flaky. Yeah.
Hey,
Okay.
for once, my dice are in front of me instead of in a bag behind me.
Oh, nice.
I used the same dice for magic, so.
Oh, nice. Okay. All right. That's an interesting number I've rolled. All right, Claire, what did you get for your roll?
18.
Okay. Lil, if you've done it yet,
3.
great. Okay. Steph.
18 as well.
Oh my. Okay. Sarah.
19.
19.
Oh.
Okay. Well, Bryce of writing it. Yeah. And Jay.
Way to one up.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
I got half, 10.
Nice.
Oh.
Well, today Sarah's gonna steal it because I rolled a 19. It was almost
Ah.
the tie.
Ah.
Oh,
Right on the head. Well done,
Bad.
Sarah. I hit the
What is this Price is Right nonsense?
yeah. It's paying off. It's that's wild. All right, excellent, excellent. Oh, another banner session. Last um Raziel returned to the prime material plane. Some fresh info. Um, probably poorly timed on Vic's part. He got worried. He thought you're all gonna have like 3 months of travel. Would over the course of that propose this ritual. Then it was like, shit, we're gonna be there in a half a day. It's like, Zia, ask Zia about performing that. Nice little bonding ritual here. Express feelings, shared, his love for Zia, and they had a moment. So much at stake up on Siavella. Thanks to all the efforts having Raziel here, and your resident High Fae Archfey, Rin, here to power all of that up. You're going to be able to make it there in half a day's time out of Macaw instead of having to come back out in the same spot where you evaded the UAF and traveling for 3 months. So big boon. And still be charging Raziel up to hopefully help when you call for help when you feel the moment is right. The longer the time between now and then, the more Raziel grow in strength and be able to help better. So yeah, all right. Let's find where are we? We're on Island of Macaw currently. We have any music for that, so we'll just get started. Um, I believe we ended right after Vic had proposed that ritual when he had time, and after Raziel retreat, it was a long day of a lot of crazy stuff. Um, does anyone have anything at that moment, or do you want to just kind of advance it to the next morning where everyone can kind of figure out like get boarding and being ready to go?
I don't have anything. Like,
Nothing here.
In that case, if you need it, as I think Zia maybe, or is it just Jolene that has the exhaustion? Maybe it's
I
just Jolene.
think it's both.
Okay.
Or Zia has only one level left, and I think
Okay.
Jolene has a significant higher amount, which is why we told her to kind of like chill for a bit before following us to see Bella.
Okay.
I do think after Vic's kind of proposal, Zia's gonna probably go to her dad and just be like, so there's probably just gonna be an awkward birds of the bees conversation that's just like uh yeah, how does that like Asimar kind of trait pass down, and like
Oh,
is there gonna be anything horrible that happens? Just,
Oh.
I mean, no reason to be asking it, just like generally curious.
Of course.
Because like Zia, Jolene, and Titania have just been through a lot. And
Well, it will definitely pass. In our line, it passes every generation. So any of your children will receive trait, but with proper guidance early on, very easy to manage and even conceal if that's the route you wish to take through their childhood.
in her mind, Zia's like, yeah, there's always adoption.
Indeed.
Uh,
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, I don't know. She's been looked at weird her whole life, and maybe that's not something she wants to consider moving forward. And maybe it's just time to kind of end that pain that's been going on for generations. Anyway,
He's
food
got a
for
nodding
thought.
like, yeah, yeah.
Food for thought.
You know, Razi will probably add, if I understand correctly, you're all looking to use Macaw as the world's to reach the world's end and complete what Al set us out to protect. So our duty would be done anyway, if if duty factors into that at all. We'd have no need to pass on the line any further.
Yeah, I think there's something to be said about, they say that the journey's not about the destination, and that it's about getting there, progressing. But in many ways, I think there's a tiredness to it. And when that task is complete, I don't think I've ever I never really thought about an after finding you. In many ways, I had hoped that this would be the end and that we would all be together. And I never really thought about what a happily ever after would look like. To be quite honest, I started on this journey because she had, and Zia can't even bring herself to like say her name. She planted false memories of you being a horrible person, and I had started out, cleaning bathrooms on ships to try to find somebody who could help me find you too. And then I don't know, like a petty quest for revenge. And even when I was thinking in that way, I was not thinking clearly. There was no idea of what would come after. And now that an after seems so imminent, I don't really know what I want after.
Well, we'll see to it that we keep one another safe, so when the dust settles, you'll have ample time to consider exactly what that means to you. Perhaps a journey unto itself.
Yeah. I mean, there'll be a whole new world to discover, I guess, after the
Indeed.
walls come down.
I am so proud of you, Zia.
I don't think I've really accomplished much.
Sounds like there's been quite a journey already.
And Zio kind of look around to everyone else and be like, oh, there's been a lot of luck involved for sure, but it's been mostly these people keeping me from making too stupid of decisions. And a few of the people who have suffered because of the stupid decisions I made and who aren't here. So maybe that'll be kind of my penance after this is all over, will be making sure that they're all safe.
No, it's an agreement.
Anyway, not to be a mood killer. I guess there's a lot to do.
Yeah. Good things to
I guess
consider.
we're heading out in the morning, so
I'll get your rest.
you too.
They'll head down to their recharge station. And for anyone that needs it, go ahead and mark a full long night's rest, full rest. See, that should clear you. I think you're seeing at 1 point, so awesome. So Jolene's gonna have 2 more left, but it will come morning, and Jolene will probably look to follow in the runabout in 2 days, if that's agreeable with everybody.
Sure.
Or she can go with you on your ship if you'd rather have her here with you. She's fine either route. You know what, let's bring it around to breakfast time, where you all sit down and Jolene will just share. I don't know how good I'll be in I know we're not expecting a fight, but I just need another couple of days to shake off that took out of me.
Yeah.
Right?
Stay here with Dad. We'll need you when the time comes, but we need you at full strength.
See to it that he takes care of himself, and I'll keep you updated should anything of import happen here while I recover. Fair enough. Do any of you need to? Actually, the ship's been restocked already. I'm sure Vic would have taken care of that. You all have anything you need to do before departing?
Oh, I don't think so.
Oh,
Not healing potions, and Sadie will just start going through her bag and making sure everything's there and putting it on the table, and yeah.
Zia will probably talk to Ashavar and Alana
Okay.
about was it a bag of holding that was on that floor that we put a message through? I forget.
Oh, yeah.
A bag of sending.
I was wrong.
Should we send something since we're on our way to King Laszlo, something? I'd be like,
Why not? Sure.
we could kind of just be like, Raziel's
Yo.
back.
With her?
His daughter, we're on our way. I don't know,
Yeah.
like it would be good to go to a place and not have a bunch of soldiers trying to kill us. So maybe if they know that we're coming.
Good point.
Yeah, I support that.
Okay. So Zio would probably, Zia's not a really good writer, so would probably ask Ashafar, Alana, and I actually probably would ask everybody. You get like a letter that's just like doctor scribbles.
I love it. And you might want to change that word right there. Oh,
Oh, thank
just
you.
a little bit. Yeah, maybe a little bit
Oh, perfect.
softer tone in
Oh.
that area.
What's tone?
Oh my.
Don't you just kind of write what you want and then they give it to you?
Bless your heart.
Okay, darling. Well, that is called blackmail,
Oh,
and it's not quite.
that explains
what we're
why
going for.
I haven't really gotten a lot of responses.
Yeah.
Back before I found Cassius, I was looking for a lot of bounty hunters, and they're yeah, never really was successful in finding any.
Should just came to Atmos.
Yeah.
I could connect you to like 10 of them.
Oh, honestly, we should still do that at some point. You know, that'd be fun.
What are we talking about exactly?
Anyway, so Zia would probably just, with obviously a lot of help, would finish a letter draft and would ask Raziel to probably just like sign it or something, or if there's any sort of sigil that King, whatever the heck his name was, Maslow. I'm totally blanking on this.
Vaslo.
Vaslo. What a guy.
You know, Vaz.
Good old Vazzy. Give him the Vasla dazzle. And would just make sure that like her dad could maybe like add a sigil or something to it. And basically just
real nice.
being like, Raziel's back, we're on our way, or we're coming to like look for this person. Don't trust Merwin. We're going to be arriving in the city in like a half a day or so. I don't know. Does anybody else have anything that we should probably add?
I think it's perfect.
Alana, seeing as how you know Vaslo, is there anything that you'd like to add?
In what manner did I know him?
Vaslo's the one that you were working with, and Ciavella is one that you used the big sword, and you were like, let me tether my spell to your magic so I can raise all the other islands. The warrior king of the Tildari on Ciavella. You probably also would have, ran one of the major cities, so you kind of know the big people from the main cities. But you also directly messaged him with sending at the very end there, like, let me tap into your magic with my new spell, and I can raise the rest of the cities.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I guess we probably add something to it.
Don't feel you need to.
It's known in it.
Just wanted to check since you know him.
Yeah, that's fine.
What would you like to say in your portion?
I don't know. Just could really use the help and sign it. I don't know.
Okay. Surprise! I'm here. Okay, so just skipping right to, you can use some help. And signing it, hoping he recognizes that it's you and you're still alive. And see his message before that.
Yeah, what's only something he would know about you, Alana? Like a deep dark secret or something, or
I don't think it was really that matter of a relationship.
Well, probably that you asked to co-opt the spell at the end. I don't think that's common knowledge.
Are you actually talking about a spell in this portion, or is that like, what did Cassius call it? A euphemism?
Yeah, that too.
Oh, what were you gonna say?
Same thing. Yeah.
No, it's not. Not a euphemism.
Oh, it's a euphemism.
You just hear from the kitchen Grundy going, innuendo.
There's nothing in the window. What a weird thing for Grundy to say.
Right?
There's not even a window in this room.
Nope.
This is silly. All right. Is that it, Alana? You just want to write what you said? Just want to double check. He's just going to receive the, yep, we need the help and sign your name. Just want to make sure I'm not misunderstanding. Okay. Okay. All right.
And don't trust Merwin. I want to be like very clear. Like,
okay. Nice.
yeah, because she's already there. I'm assuming she's like pulling some
sounds like it.
Some nonsense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's got a lot of sway with so that's good. Okay. All right. Don't trust her. And you're putting it in the little bag of sending there. It's just hanging by itself in the back of the room. Basement room there. Toss the letter. Close it up. Take a peek. It's gone. So it is now in the other bag, wherever that may be.
That works like a charm.
Yeah. Well, hopefully this ends up being good for us. I mean, I guess there's always the chance that like he could be mind controlled or something else, and that this could go horribly for us. But you know, it's gonna go horrible probably either way.
That's the spirit.
Yeah. We've had lots of good luck up until now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
None of us have been kidnapped or anything. It's all good luck.
Yeah, you were only kidnapped once.
Yeah, only
Maybe
once.
twice if you count the being on our ship as a kidnapping.
No, I snuck on the ship.
Oh,
You
okay.
didn't kidnap me. I came on board of my own volition.
You kidnapped yourself.
I
But
kidnapped
that's a hostage
myself.
situation with your sister.
With my sister?
Hmm.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about Grundy's sister.
Oh, I
sister.
think with Jolene and asking, enforcing me to bring her on board. That
I-
hostage
That's the one.
situation.
I choose to interpret that as a strong indication of love and support, maybe?
It came on very strong, I will say that.
Was a bit traumatizing, but I'm okay.
Are you though?
Sure. Let's go.
Okay.
Excellent. All right. So sounds like everyone's piling on the ship. It's a buzz with energy as it's getting ready to leave dock. It's the last bit of fresh stock being brought back on board from the island. You Ash, the engineer down below, is going to ask for your help, Sadie, as they are applying some tethering magics to the island, according to Rin's instructions, to empower this return to just being half a day south of Ciavella, the flying continent, basically.
Okay.
Let me check in. Where's everyone want to be on the ship, or what do you want to be doing on the ship as we disembark, as we're getting, we're heading out? Let me start down with Grundy. Anything in particular on the ship?
Trying to stay distracted, so Grundy will definitely be helping loading the ship up. Yeah, just might as well use them muscles, right?
Nice, nice.
He has been working out a lot since we got to the island, so
Awesome. And how about once we're departing, where would you like to be on the ship once we're gonna bamf to that location?
I actually would like to watch, so I'd probably be on the bow as usual.
Oh. All You finish the hard work, wipe some sweat from the brow, and find your way up to the front of the deck for passing through the waterfall and getting ready to bamf. Ashvar, how about you? Once we're ready to depart, where would you like to be on the ship?
I think she would also help loading things that are not too heavy.
Okay.
But probably departing, since she now has this sort of love affair with being up high.
Oh.
She'd probably fly up to the crow's nest and kind of park there and bring her viola and noodle around up
Oh,
there.
nice.
Hmm.
Nice. Beautiful view. Even this little cove in here where the dock is looks different from, atop the crow's nest there. Settle in ready for the fun. Sadie, how about you? Andor Misk, I imagine you're as Sadie currently?
Oh yeah, it was
Yes.
mostly Sadie.
Okay.
Yeah, I think she would probably stay pretty consistently with Ash, to kind of help with things.
Mm-hmm.
And if not there, then she'd probably just go up deck.
Okay. All right. Beautiful. So you get everything set with Ash the engineer,
Yeah.
ready to go, and as she's getting ready to report to Kip, you find your way in that upper deck to keep watch.
Yeah.
And you'll find Grundy up front. You'll see Ashavar up in the crow's nest. Do you want to join either of them, or are you just kind of finding your own spot?
I'll just find my own spot, give them a wave.
Okay.
Acknowledgement.
Kind of off to the side, probably. Ilana, how about you? Anywhere you want to be on the ship as it departs?
Yeah.
Okay. Where would you like to be?
Um. Up top, I guess.
Okay. You want to be up on the deck, keeping an eye out?
Yeah.
You'll see Grundy up front, Ashfar and Sadie there too. Are you joining any of them, or just kind of also finding your own spot in the fresh air? Yeah.
Probably just my own spot.
All right, and Zia, where would you like to be on the ship as it begins to part?
Zia's probably gonna be maybe training a little bit with Eden.
Okay.
I think trying to hone because her vision is not as good as it used to be. Maybe having Eden turn into like mist and try to like detect where
Nice.
she's coming from before she rematerializes.
Beautiful. I love it. Is that like down in the cargo hold where there's like a little more darkness and stuff, or up on the deck where it's a little easier?
Honestly, I don't know the room for this, but I imagine in the baths this would be the hardest because there's all of the like steam
Love that. The
in
whole
the
thing
way
gets
as well.
fired up. Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
try now. Yeah. Ooh, steps back into the steam. Love it. All right, so everyone's, on those respective part of the ships as Kip pulls it up, reverse from the water, and turns the ship around and picks up off the lake here. You hear the water dripping down as you move towards the rushing waterfall, and splashing everyone across the deck that doesn't have any water protection up is Grundy, Sadie, Ashavar, Ilana. You push through the waterfall and make that one circle around the island and off into where you're headed. In what feels like about 15 minutes as per usual, you find a sudden shift to the clouds. Let's see, the sun is up a little bit higher, as though you've maybe gone back 1 hour in your time zones, and let's see, half day. I'm gonna say on the horizon, because this is such a huge, it's like a floating continent. You can even see a floating mass of rock out there. It's going to be half a day to get to it, but you can see it on the horizon. Um, Vela, you've indeed arrived just half a day's travel away. You all go about your business on the ship. I will do one final check to see if there's anything anyone wants to do on the ship or any role play anyone wants to do before arriving at the island itself.
Nope.
All right. All right. You continue making your way to this unknown, uncharted island. Kip has been keeping you navigating, but every so often, passes off to a crew hand to take a look at the map in the captain's quarters. And now that you are approaching, which you're maybe an hour away or so, you see the island, and it looks like all rock. And you're approaching at an odd angle, but it has a lot of depth to it as well as width. So Kip's trying to make sense of where you are, what's top, what's bottom, and so on. About an hour out. Still a little bit off in the distance. It does appear now that you're getting close and you've tracked it on your dome uh, tracker in the captain's quarters. So it barks a few orders to wisp down, engineering with Ash and make some adjustments as you're approaching from underneath currently. It's still ahead of you, but you're awfully low. You're looking kind of at the bottom from here. So it's does a quick uptake. It takes a minute for that gravity to, you little slip in the shoes before gravity in your ship kind of corrects itself. And you're now gonna approach almost vertically to the island because you've been down here approaching. Gonna, up over the edge basically. As we get within a half an hour, you can see a lot of the jagged rock underneath and sort of the edge of this continent, and it's just spanning, the horizon because it's a full continent that you're facing now. Is anyone doing anything as you get into kind of a rough visual range? Okay.
I think since Grundy's still on the bow, he's gonna do like a quick sketch, but also after he's kind of done like a general one, he's gonna kind of go through his spell book and everything just to make sure that everything's in order, just in case, you know.
Okay. Yeah, he reminds you, go through, just double check my my spells, make sure everything's in order. Yeah, as you approach, it's a bit interesting. You see a bit of a peninsula jutting out that you're approaching. And underneath, you spot a number of um, old, broken, long disused, uh, rusty cages, kind of like very tall bird cages of what was probably steel or something at one point that dangle from thick chains below the island, attached to the underside rock as your ship kind of comes up. See maybe a few dozen of these dangle there along the fuse, kind of swaying in the winds. And Kip has spotted a dock and is asking on the dragon chat, all right, we have a dock here.
What?
Would like to swing, take a look, or do we take a wider berth? What would you like to do?
I mean, can we tell what if any manner of creatures were in those cages?
There's nothing in them currently. They look like they rotted apart decades ago, if not longer.
Is this a normal thing, Dan? Like, I feel like we've never seen this before.
Yeah, I don't think any of you have seen it before. I wouldn't say it's a normal thing.
What?
There's no sign of anything in there. Kip will share. But we're about to crest the top, and there are docks that I see here. So, um,
I mean, I guess we dock.
all right.
Let's dock.
Can we see anything within range? Like
Nothing
movement
until you crest,
on the
but you can
docks?
keep an eye if you want. You're just looking at the bottom as you're kind of cresting up
Mm-hmm.
and over.
We want to kind of do we want to give some I lost my accent. Do we want to give some berth as we're like maybe circle the island first and then dock?
Well, we can't
Yeah, let
circle
them.
it. It's like a whole continent. But
Oh,
we're
okay.
out there now, and the last order was to dock. Sorry, I don't think we have time. And
Okay.
you're cresting up, but you can all make a quick perception check if you want. If you're any of you that are up top, I guess, on the deck looking at this point, and I'll
No.
just check with everybody as I go around.
No.
Is Grundy up top looking?
Yep.
Okay.
I got a 19.
19. Ashavar, you still up top in the? Okay.
60.
Sadie, you looking?
Not even yes, but not even worth even letting you know.
No, okay.
It
Ilana?
was an 8.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 22.
Okay. And Zia, if you were taking a peek?
The Zia's walked probably up to like the galley area, but it's still not like up top.
Okay. So let's see. 16 or higher gets it. And I think that was everybody that's up there. I think, except Sadie. Yeah. Okay. So Ilana, Ashvar, and Grande, you see, you're heading over towards the docks, and you see a functioning little town here. Looks very neatly organized with very small blocks of buildings. They look sort of residential, maybe industrial. Is tough to tell. There is a projected voice that comes out over the docks as you're, keeps following in, the regular protocol in a soft approach. At the last, direction they were given before the back pedal, and so they shout out, unidentified ship, please dock at bay this and that. They give whatever code for Kip, and wait to be met. Thank you. It'll respond. Understood. Docking it. So and so so so. Right.
Any sign of UAF anywhere?
With your
Or
perception
soldiers.
checks, you see no sign of UAF. See, not enough people here to make anything else up. But the people you see, there's no UAF, no ships. There's no other ships docked here. You're the only ship. It brings in. All right, I'm gonna send. And Vic, all right, tie us off. And a crew of maybe 8 individuals comes down the wharf to meet you, led by one person that seems to be in charge. They don't exactly have they're not UAF. They have some sort of roughly matching uniform, but it's not militaristic at all. But they all seem to walk behind this one individual. It comes up and welcome, unidentified ship. Please lower your gangplank. We would speak with the captain. We can greet you aboard ship, or you can greet us on the dock. Your choice.
Yeah. And this will be via mine. Like I think we can tell them to meet on the ship, right? They might have gotten our letter by now, so
Yeah.
can just tell them they're
Sure.
here to talk to Yeah.
Is Vic here?
Mm-hmm. He's looking
Okay.
around to like get that info. Right. Um, and he'll head over then to the top of the gangplank, lower the gangplank. You have permission to board. Take a step back, arms behind, and a little generalized, rough sign of respect, but keeping a careful eye on them. These 8 individuals head on up the gangplank. And let me get to my notes here. That's right. That's right. Okay. It's good to meet you. My name is Jire Siltrethrin. May
Oh,
I'm glad to see you made it so far north, safe and sound. Um, we would like to ask you a few questions if you're willing.
Yeah.
or
100%.
shoot.
Very well. First, are you aware that you have docked in a penal colony?
No.
Like a prison?
Yes.
Is all of Ciavella a prison?
No, no. Sivella is a grand continent, but you find yourself in the prison city of Travas, the penal colony.
Shavas. Um,
Oh, we meant to go to Ciavella.
Well,
You
you
must have
are in
gotten the wrong dock.
Ciavella. That is the
I'm tr-
continent.
Dan, I'm so sorry about this. What was the name of this place where Akracus was?
Iverness.
Iverness.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, we meant to land in Iverness.
Ah, Cap. Well, do you have you been to Ciavella before? Do you have any travel documentation or wise?
No, we're just visiting.
We're looking for, I guess, a colleague of ours, a friend of ours,
Ah,
Akracus. Not that you know everybody who's ever landed here, I'm assuming, but we're actually, oh, this is gonna sound kind of strange. My father is good friends with King Vaslo. They go way
well,
back, as does one of our shipmates, Alana.
look around. I see. Well, let me just better situate you then.
Okay.
Looking a little at Sadie and then back to you, Zia and the crew. Um, we are so far removed from the rest of the world. I think you're the first visitor that's made it here, and then we have perhaps 1 or 2 a year that make it this far north. So it is very uncommon in case we will look to process you so that you can travel within the continent and find your way to Iverness, but I would not be too cavalier as to say we're just travelers. A lot of people will find that very difficult to believe.
Okay.
But all I ask is we are wonderful. Ciavella is a free kingdom, and we're happy to see you get set with travel documentation. We can set you up with travel documentation. We would just ask few more basic questions. Would ask that, with your permission, of course, we would strongly request a once over of your cargo to make sure there's nothing dangerous to the public that you would be bringing in.
Yeah,
Otherwise, we can get you set.
that sounds absolutely reasonable.
Wonderful. Well,
Excuse me, good sir. How long would it take traveling from here to Iverness?
well, you'll likely have to keep your ship docked here. their travel over the continent is strictly forbidden. At a number of you're familiar with the UAF?
Only
We've had
two will.
A bit.
a number
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
poor encounters with them, raiding, doing damage, many other things over the years. Where we just
They are
this
rascals.
it sounds like you were not associated with them, which was going to be one of our questions. But let me confirm: do you hold any affiliation with the UAF?
No.
No.
No, sir.
Good. It's a very positive start. Let's say with your permission, I'll send my compatriots here to do a quick scan with any of your crew that wish to attend them as they look over your cargo, and I can ask you the other questions I have here, or we can go into a better, more comfortable space in my office if you wish. I'm happy to stay here if you're more comfortable.
Whatever's more comfortable for you. Thank you so much for giving us all this information. It's really nice to have a bit of a guide.
Of course, of course.
Ashabar will accompany the inspector people.
So will Sadie.
Okay. Or in City 2, we go sort of side by side down with the crew, just to make sure they're, respectfully looking at things and not taking anything or anything like that.
Right.
So I'm gonna pop a quick pin in Sadie and Ashfar. We'll jump back, so you can actively watch that. Okay. So, may I ask your general purpose in traveling here to Ciuvella or Ivanus in particular?
Yes. So we're meeting up with a friend, Agracus, who is here searching for my sister, Titania, who was taken here, unfortunately, against her will.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. So we're hoping to just find her, settle what we can settle, introduce Alana back to Baslo if we get the chance, since they haven't seen each other in quite some time. And then we'll probably be on our way, if that's okay.
Oh, perfectly. Yes, yes. I do hope wish you all expedience and best of luck in finding your sister.
Thank you.
Hmm.
Oh, I will also mention my other sister, Jolene is her name. She may also be coming this way a few days behind us,
I see.
just in case. She is a much smaller vessel,
Okay.
so I don't think it will take nearly as much time to do a once over.
All right. We'll keep a careful eye
Yeah.
for her then to offer welcome.
She looks very similar to me, so
Oh, wonderful. Thank you.
probably see the family resemblance.
Very well. So there's Agracus, your sister, that are currently here. Do you know anyone else? Vaslo, you can see that she's like, it's not her concern if you actually know Vaslo or not. So she's just to kind of take it with a grain of salt. Like, okay. And Vaslo, is there anyone else that you know from Sea of Helen, or that you've been in contact with?
Zeal probably turn to Alana and be like, well, I think you're the only one of us who's ever been here.
Right, but that was thousands and thousands of years ago, so I think normally they're dead by now.
Well, I mean, if Vaslo's still alive, then
I don't think that's a normal occurrence here. I think he might be the outlier on that one.
fair enough.
Very well. So no one else? Wonderful.
Yeah, I guess not.
And you stated that once you find your sister, you're looking, understanding that plans can change. Current plan is to find your sister, and then you'll be leaving Ciuvella?
Yeah.
All right. And meanwhile, down with Sadie and Ashvar, sure, I'll ask you to both make like perception check as you're keeping a careful eye out on these two going through your stuff. And Ashvar, let me know what you get.
18.
Nice. Okay. And Sadie?
That's a 20. Oh, let me double check. 20. 22.
Okay. All right. Ashvar and Sadie, the two of you see they're going through very respectfully. Different members of crew they're encountering, and they seem to maintain professionalism as it's quite an eclectic crew. But as they meet Guardian, especially, I mean, Serenith,
Oh,
there's
Meredith is back
Serenith
on the
stayed
call.
behind, right?
Yeah.
That's right, to empower the thing. Okay. Boots, Ghost, Charles and Charlie,
Hi.
and Eden. They're just kind of making a mental checklist of like, okay, these are the other people on the thing. They do stop in the cargo room that has the large, like, kind of like a jail cell, but it's like for security to keep goods in, like one of those in the back room of a retail building where they lock stuff up. And a safe they can see inside that, and some other boxes and sort of things. They'll turn and ask Ashavar, um, I'm sorry, might we take a look inside?
Do I have the key to
I think
open
Eden
it?
has it, and Eden will be in this
Okay.
room.
Okay. Ashabar will nod to Eden to let them look at the stuff.
Nod back, comes over, kind of towering, opens that up, goes over, opens I believe the safe is currently empty because there's no book in there. That's back on the cloth safely. Was there anything else in the safe? I don't think so.
I guess I would say that we probably left the artifacts like the Gear of Time and stuff. I think we probably would have left that at Macaw.
Yeah.
Perfect. So with great timing, after how long some of the things have been in there, it's empty. They take in and thank you. They go in. They're just pulling through the other things. There's some money. I imagine some party funds are in here, some other things like that.
Mhm.
And they finish up. They're not stealing anything. You can both both keeping a very careful eye on. Just truly going through, making sure there's nothing here that like you can blow up a city or anything like that, or poison people. They finish their check. They thank you. Bar locks up stuff. They return up to the upper deck. It only takes them a couple minutes to go through, and meanwhile the Regier, Regire reintroduces herself as the warden of this penal colony. Well, seems that people come up and give a head nod. Everything's clear on your ship. You're welcome to keep it docked here. We'll be under our protection. We can get you set up with traveling papers. We do have horses in a wagon that we can lend you if need be, for a trip to Iverness. So I'll have to ask the quartermaster if they're in a surplus. Otherwise, they might ask for potential compensation for the horses and wagon in case
Sure.
happens. But we'll get you set up with identification and travel papers here. I would advise. I know you're likely in a rush. It's probably late afternoon right now, daytime. Um, you have access to our kitchen should you need a good meal. Um, there are quartermaster can see too if you need any stock for your travels, any healing potions or rations, any basic equipment for travel. They might be able to supply if we have any surplus. And we can accommodate perhaps a single night stay here, but we do need to run a tight ship, and we can only offer the one night. If you're wishing to hit the road today, of course.
Yeah, some potions would definitely be fantastic if you can spare any. I will say, can Zia also roll kind of an insight generally over the course of this conversation?
Yeah.
Whether or not she believes that this person believes her, and
Oh yeah,
kind
yeah.
of
Mm-hmm.
like if the vibes are good.
Yeah, vibe check. Yeah.
Vibe check.
Yeah.
Roll for vibe check.
16.
16. Okay. Yeah. You see again, they're taking the Vaso stuff with a grain of salt, and like they overheard like a lot of that was thousands and thousands of years ago, and we're like, okay, like that's not my business. They can do what they want, as long as they're not going to hurt anyone. But it does seem to be you get the feeling that she's accommodating. That might just be the society around here. But that she's also looking to not expedite, but she can give you a day, and then she kind of wants you out of the penal colony because it's an open like threat. Like why to have people there in the colony, but it seems to be accommodating, and genuine.
Is there anything that we should be on watch for while traveling to Iverness?
Oh, well, a fair bit. There's plenty of let's see, travel to Iverness. You're looking at likely uh maybe 6 weeks in total across land. Um, maybe a little faster with some good horses. There's about 2 weeks of travel across plains that you'll cover first. Not much to worry about there. Um, game is small enough, we're easily managed. Um, there's 1 week's travel through a swamp, which will likely be the most dangerous trek of your journey, but it's really unavoidable. And then another 3 weeks on the other side of that, back through some more plains. There are some larger creatures, some that inhabit the mountains near the plains, so keep a careful watch in the eye and the sky for rocks or other large birds of prey. Um, Sometimes the creatures can grow rather large there, but you will look plenty capable of handling giant creatures, giant variations, normal creatures. Um, yes, again, the swamp it's easy to get turned around and off path. So when you hit the swamp, you want to do your best to maintain a northern direction. If you find yourself lost, but there's often a heavy mist or fog. But should that part and you find yourself off course, travel north, as it's thinnest in its band from south to north. Um, yes, otherwise, I don't believe there's much. After that, you'll arrive those last 3 weeks on planes will bring you right to the city of Iverness. You'll see it a day away. It's touches the sky. It's almost itself. It's a magnificent city.
Are there any other towns or provinces that will come across on our way there?
No, not unless you are very far, very, very far off track.
Got it.
Mhm.
Okay. Thank you. That's
Of course.
helpful.
Good, good. Yes.
Um,
Mhm.
never mind.
All right. Be sure to. I'll see to it that you're able to speak with the stable master, Hevel Dentrine. He, him, and we will get you set up with whatever we can, wagon and cart wise, horse wise. And our kitchen master is also our quartermaster, Linsil, Hitenlo, and Shide, and we will get you connected with them to see if we have potions to spare. Again, if we're a bit short on reserve, they might ask for a fee, but it'll be a nominal fee.
Sure.
First, paperwork. Yes. We should. Will anyone be staying on the ship? Staying on the ship is acceptable. We can only accommodate one night here in the colony. Your other crew are welcome to stay on the ship. And if they need anything, that's fine. But we need that separation for protocol.
Sure.
We'll just make papers for those of you heading to Ivernus. Is that the 5 of
Yeah.
you?
I think Zia would probably want Vic to stay,
Mhm.
just so he stays safe. And then I don't know, maybe like Eden and Boots. What does everybody else think?
Take Eden Boots with us or have them stay on the ship?
Have them stay behind with Vic.
Okay. Are we taking anyone with us?
We probably should.
My mind blanked on Guardian's name.
Guardians on Macaw.
Oh right.
So we have Ash, Kip,
We have Eden,
Carmine?
right?
Eden,
Ghost.
Carmine?
Ghost.
Carmine, Ghost.
Charles and Charlie.
We could take Charles with us. It's always nice to have a ghost.
Ghosts are cool.
Yeah, I don't know if the ghost needs identification. That would be kind of strange. I don't know
Ghost.
how he would hold it. Oh no, Ghost needs identification, but Charles, the ghost, probably couldn't hold it.
I
Seeing
think
as
they would be safe if they were ghosts.
Yeah,
Yes,
we
I don't think they would be
this,
questioned for identification.
this person's gonna think that we're insane. Maybe we should.
well, no, they saw
say
the
these-
ghosts. Charles,
Some of the
Charlie
our crew reported
yeah.
like seeing Charlie.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Charles just holds up a ghostly piece of paper that says I can do what I want.
Nice, yeah.
Is the piece of paper also a ghost?
It's ghostly paper.
Isn't
Dead paper.
isn't Eden good at fighting?
Yeah, but I'm worried about the sun on the plains. There's not a lot of
Oh
shade.
right. Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
No, we won't take Eden.
Yeah, I think it's the crew that's essential to like keeping the ship running and ready to go should stay behind, and
Yeah.
main party plus 1 or 2 people.
I'm not sure if
we might-
Carmine's great, but I don't think Carmine would
We
be.
could
the
take Carmine
names.
and Ghost.
Oh. Okay, sure.
I mean, well, I don't know. I'm thinking. Well, I mean, I don't know.
Somewhere I hear Breelith going, Carmine can do a lot, okay?
Yeah, because we don't want to tax their resources any more than we need to, especially if it's a 6-week trip. And
I think the one thing we would definitely do though is have Carmine be in dragon form. Probably so that they could skip the documentation process in some way as like being a creature. Because if we need Carmine to like transform later or anything, then there's no.
The warden will probably share, while setting up documentation. The carts, the biggest cart they have is a 6-person cart. 2, driver and a passenger up front, and then 4 in the back in a covered section.
Okay.
Now, of course, you've got Carmen that can fly, right? So that doesn't really affect them. But just to keep that in mind for people that
And then
have to
Charles
watch.
the Ghost.
Yeah. Okay. So
There
us
you
5,
Mhm.
Charles the Ghost,
Mhm.
go.
Ghost, not a ghost,
Carmine the Dragon.
and Carmine in dragon form.
You might have to subtract either Ghost or Charles, because
Well, Charles will fly because he's well.
he's a
Okay,
ghost, but I don't
I
think
don't
you've
know.
ever seen him fly. He floats sometimes through things, but might not be able to keep up with horses.
Okay, so would it be more useful to have an actual ghost or a person named Ghost? We don't know much about Ghost.
Ashabar would probably put forward Ghost as her choice.
Okay, I'm down. So Ghost and
Sounds a
Carmine.
good idea.
Yeah.
Ghost and Carmine, agreed.
Okay.
This is like the hardest part.
Nice.
Man.
Yeah.
Of any session is just like, okay.
We bring. It'll be the behind. Will it be the right choice? Yeah, no, there's no right choice. It's just fun. Okay, so you've got Ghost. Right, so the one very well. So the 5 of you, Ghost, and like I'll assume these people have been brought there now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ghost and Carmine. It'll be cramped, like they don't know that Carmine can shift into like a dragon. So it'll be cramped, but I
Oh no,
suppose
no, no.
doable.
I'm saying like we introduced Carmine in dragon form. So that Carmine has been in dragon
Oh,
form
okay. Okay.
this whole time.
All right.
I feel like that would be less awkward to just have a dragon the
Mhm.
whole time than have a person who transforms into a dragon in front of other people.
It's interesting because you haven't had Carmine like in a dragon form in a while. So Carmine will agree, but I'll have to do this on the upper deck. Goes to the upper deck.
You're huge
Carmine now is probably, which might solve some of your stuff. A person can probably ride Carmine now if they needed to comfortably, maybe 2.
Wow.
Carmine's now about 14 feet long from nose to tip of the tail. When they stand on all 4s, their back is probably about 7 feet tall, 6.5 feet tall. That's on all 4s. If they stand up, I don't know, whatever that is. That's so
Wow.
they've gotten pretty big.
Gigantic.
Brilith would have died.
Okay, I'm just looking this up for comparison. A rock is apparently 30 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, does this make Carmine like more of a target to bring along?
Take your time. Take your time to warn.
Well, I mean,
Ashabar can give Carmine backup if he gets spotted by a rock.
I guess I feel safer with a 14-foot dragon in the sky looking out for us.
I mean, I think
I also think they would
Carmine's
mention if this was rock territory.
He mentioned on the far side of the swamp, there's rocks.
okay.
And some other
Yeah.
large birds of prey. Sorry.
But also, I think Carmine is probably smart enough to see a rock, maybe even sooner than we would.
Yeah, they're pretty smart.
Okay, chill. Okay, cool.
I'm just imagining a celestial version of Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon, and it's killing me. I love it.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. There's even some well, I'll wait until you start going, and then you'll see some other Gervine stuff with their flight and everything. All right, so you get documentation for the 5 of you and Ghost, and like it's sort of an attendee documentation for the dragon, like in case you need them in dragon form. but you will not have. Are you sure you don't want them to have a human form, like in case you're in a city and they need human ID? Just double check. That's for you all before you introduce Carmine.
I
I
would
mean,
think it would be prudent. Just in
yeah,
case.
just yeah.
Or you can be
Okay.
honest and tell them they've got a human form too. There's documentation for both.
I guess we've been
Yeah.
pretty honest so
Yeah.
far. So we could just be
I
like,
mean, why hide the fact that we have a, fully transformable dragon?
I mean, nobody asks for documentation for like a cat or a dog. Where's the line drawn between,
Between
is
chicken
there a
and
line
horse.
drawn?
No. Just kidding.
Do it
Well,
wall?
I think if
Talent point.
just in case they have to be in human form when we go in somewhere.
Yeah. So if I were to like cast illusion on a cat, then they would have to have documentation.
No, not
Or
for
polymorph.
I think so. If you're asking the warden would probably say. I think for anything that might hold the potential for a serious threat, should it turn that way, you'd wish to have some document. So, cats, I
Okay.
mean, they can be a threat to a glassware, but perhaps not as much to us.
Well, Carmine would never push over glassware.
Good.
Or would he?
Kermit stops batting something in the background.
I think Carmine is just like mad that we're talking about them as like they're not right there. Especially if this is happening on the deck and Carmine was in full dragon form.
Just hear a
I'd be like,
growl.
hey, right here. Okay, in that case, yeah, we can get some documentation for Carmine.
Okay, all right. So you get the humanoid and a little, like the accompaniment in case they shift. And they seem maybe like they're, again, it's not really their business. They're here to just get you set, and what you do with that is, you all seem in the up and out. But maybe leading a little more to, okay, maybe they do know. Maybe they do know Fazlo. Maybe this person is thousands of years old, but okay. Well. So let's check in with the quartermaster now that you have all of that. You head down and you're introduced to Hevel Dentry. Hello. Um, I was told by the warden situation, so glad you're here. See what I
Hi.
can do for you. We're maybe not quite as stocked as I'd like to be. I think they explained there might be a surcharge on some stuff. What are you looking for? I can get you set up with some potions. I've got some basic adventuring gear. You look really well equipped as far as that goes. I imagine you're all set.
Yeah.
Um,
We're just looking for the horse wagon, potions, maybe some rations. This is a 6-week journey. And yeah, we could definitely pay for sure.
Rations I can take care of for you. We've got plenty. We're self-sufficient here. We've got surplus. So rations for
Oh.
6 weeks, not a problem. Consider it yours.
Thank you.
Potions?
Thank you so much.
Of course.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, potions. Mostly healing potions, but we have some others as well. If you're looking for something more specific than that, we might have something, but that's kind of slim pickings. But healing potions, we've got.
Would you have anything like Featherfall, maybe?
We take a look for you. Let's take a look. And starts rummaging through a bunch of bins.
Yeah, we just heard about the rocks on the other side of the swamp, and we had an encounter a while ago, and even recently I had an encounter with a ghost dragon, and it dropped me from pretty high up. And
Oh no.
yeah,
Those things are no
wish I would have
joke.
had a potion of feather fall at that time.
Hey. Alright, let me take a look here, see if I can get you a price of some sort. I think we have let's find out how many, if they have any. I've got clink, clink. Ah, here we are. Picks up a glass vial, has almost a lavender potion inside, lavender color potion. Well, this is it. I've just got the one potion of featherfall. One told me to give it to you for what cost, which is 13 gold pieces.
It's incredibly reasonable.
Okay, so we're not going to need it here, I don't think. So, that's yours. Yep, 13 gold. Here you go. Lights it over. I'm sorry, I just got the one. Hopefully, you don't encounter any rocks in your travel this time around. Anyone else healing or other specifics?
Do you have a compass?
Compass.
Yeah.
Don't have that. Let's take a look. See here. All right.
We're gonna be traveling through the swamp. I just want to make sure we got something that can
Absolutely.
direct us.
Goodness, why are they so expensive? Okay.
Oh,
Um,
how much are they?
100 gold pieces.
What?
Yeah, well, maybe it's not, things aren't mass produced back then. So,
A
you gotta have the
compass.
knowledge to make it. You gotta, yeah.
You just get a little bit of magnetite and you put it. Oh, what is it made out of? Like pure gold?
Does anyone have you? I mean, none of y'all have a compass, right? Or
No,
did?
but I do have 100. You said 100 gold pieces?
Yeah.
I have 100. I could spare 100.
Okay. All right. We'll
Yeah, I
get the
mean,
compass.
people knowing and understand. Yeah, it's actually not technically in the base game at all. There's no compass because people don't understand magnetic north or south or anything like that. So it
Oh.
was in like a supplement they put out much later. So it's like,
Okay.
not a well-known thing because the
Oh.
magnetic poles aren't really known and all that
Yeah, I
stuff. So
guess.
I think that's why it's
Yeah, I
that
get
pricey.
it. I get it.
Maybe it's just like a magic
And yet,
item that just uses magic instead of magnetism.
Yeah.
And that's why
and
it's like,
yet there's a bag, there's like a book that talks, and there's a bag that like talks back to
Mm.
you, but a compass, unsure.
Yeah.
crazy stuff out there.
The order in
Medea
which
would
things are
Okay.
discovered.
obviously give Mercedes the compass.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, we just actually let me see if they have one. I'm sorry because it is rare. And I do
Oh.
have to roll real quick.
Okay.
Whoops.
Okay.
Let me know whether or not to add 100 gold back to
Yeah, go ahead and add 100 gold back. They do not have a compass.
Oh.
Oh, well,
Compass.
that's unfortunate.
I'm sorry. Now you might be aware of it. See, the shipwright and that, and it's not even part of a typical navigator's tools. If you read the breakdown of those in the game, they just yeah haven't found that
Well,
way
how are you
to.
supposed to know that you're going
Sun,
north then?
this and that, different things,
Oh,
Well,
all
yeah,
yeah, I
it's
the
a
guess.
basics.
swamp. We can't see the sun in the swamp.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's unfortunate. And so what do we have in terms of healing potions?
Well,
Go
okay.
ahead. Sorry.
No,
Like they were asking.
Yeah, they're probably asking you to go. Good.
Were you asking the group, Zia, or were you asking our fine friend here?
Oh, our fine friend here,
Oh, all
Okay.
the quartermaster.
right. Well, you're welcome to dig through this crate here, and you can take um, whatever's in here, and I'll just have you roll, and we'll find out what's in there if you want. Whoever's going to take the potions out gets to roll to see what they are.
I have really bad luck, so I feel like somebody else should do it.
Ashmar, why don't you do it? You have good luck.
Okay.
Nice. All right. For the first potion, go ahead and roll a d6. You would?
I'm counting on you. No
3.
pressure.
3. That is a greater
Mhm.
healing potion. The first one is you fall through and
Oh.
discover. Go ahead and roll. Whoever's taking that healing potion, just catalog a greater healing potion. And then
Ashbar would probably give it to Sadie or Grundy,
okay.
as she tends to try to stay out of the line of fire.
Grundy, how are you looking on healing potions?
I have 1 potion of healing superior, potion of heroism, potion of healing greater. Yeah, I've got a couple of healing. Plus, I've replenished my spells.
Mm.
Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and add the greater one to mine.
Okay.
There's 3 more potions, so if you want to roll the next d6, Ashavar, we'll see what the next one is.
5.
5 is a superior potion of healing.
Wow.
Also give it to Sadie.
Okay.
All right, Grundy, here you go. You hold on to this one.
This is greater?
Superior.
Superior.
Superior, okay.
All right, go ahead, Ashfar, for the third.
3 again.
3 is another greater healing potion.
All right, I'll add it to the pile.
Okay.
So just so y'all know, I have 1 superior. I have 2 potions of growth. I have 1 potion of cloud giant strength, and then 3 greater potions of healing. And
Okay.
1 regular.
Okay. Go ahead, Ashfar, roll for that 4th bottle.
1.
1 is a regular potion of healing. It's 1 standard potion of healing.
I would say, Zia, just take that, just in case.
Okay,
Yeah.
Zia's got that one. Oh, that's won't charge you none for those. That's all we can spare. But it was surplus, so
Very generous.
glad to help. Can't say I was ever expecting travelers here, so it made for good stories, good talk for at least a few weeks. That can go quite a ways out here.
There.
All right. I think that next up, these fine folks here, a couple guards that have gone with you, are going to bring you over to the stable master, Hevel Dentry. Best of luck finding a couple good steeds and a wagon there. And whatever your travels are here, I hope they're safe and have a good time. Enjoy Sea of Hell. All right, you head over to the stable master. This gentleman looks sort of like a wood elf, but has large wings on his back. You've seen some Tildari down with in Musalani, Vic's home place, and so you're seeing a number of the people both in the penal colony, the people that are like being escorted around and stuff, and the jailers are Tildari.
Zia would definitely ask, just like as they're getting stuff ready.
Mhm.
So, what's with the cages underneath?
Oh, supposing you're still with the quartermaster here. Um, sweet little- oh, well, anyway. Um, there's that was a rather severe form of punishment that was abolished just some time ago, not too awful long ago. Yeah, a handful of years now. They still most of those cages rotted out for some time, but there were some that were still in use for some of the most vile and dangerous offenders. It was a bit of political upheaval a few years ago. Um, Ousted ruler a few decades ago.
Oh,
Then the rightful ruler, their daughter, came back just a few years ago. Was actually in one of those, found her way locked up in one of those cages.
wow.
Dispute with her brother, the other rightful lead in from other political parties were trying to prop him up as the next leader once it was determined that these children were still alive. And they brother saw fit to get her put down here in one of these cages for some time. But she did a real fine job of finding her way out of that and making her way back to the capital and cleaning things up nice and got everyone in line. Um, she rules
Right.
there these days.
Hmm.
But after her stint in there a couple years back, she abolished the practice altogether. Inhumane, which
Sure.
full hardly agree with.
Yeah.
Good.
So what's the relation? Is she Vaslow's daughter?
Ah, well, you see, Vaslo is a warrior king. Now, he ruled for quite some time before um, passing his work onto a proper line of royalty. I don't know, not quite a royal line in that you didn't inherit it necessarily by blood. You still need to earn it, be voted in and such. But often, lines would be formed. Family lines would find their way back in through vote. Um, when this political coup happened a few decades ago, Basil stepped back in as the proper ruler. But then when these children showed up and laid a proper claim to at least be voted in, Basil was very interested in keeping the land safe. And there's always something somewhere um, contesting that for us. Basil does a fine job out in on those front lines, making sure that we stay safe. Um, so turn that back over to them to properly sort out with the people of Iverness. Um, there's a council that serves whoever gets voted in as the ruler, and the council had some sway and propping that brother up there. But the ruler Emersina, she again came through, made sure everything's had to handle her brother in the only way that he understood, and lined everyone up real quick after that in Iverness.
It's quite the interesting political situation.
That sounds fascinating.
Hey,
Yeah. It makes Atmos's politics look fairly simplistic in comparison.
it's yeah. Now you might find too. This is just more of a statement of fact, and I hope this doesn't come across in any other way. You might find magics and such a might be more powerful in Iverness than you're accustomed to. And in a lot of you, so you know this, even back then, they used so sort of like imperial and then metric system. There's like different systems for measurement. It's different systems for magic, and there was a lot more potential in the raw magics back in the day here in Iverness and Ciavella. But you can't imagine how much has progressed over thousands of years outside of the magic that everyone in the rest of the world uses. Um, Pretty potent stuff, and likely got a lot more potent. So that's sort of what he's referring to here, what they're referring to. Um, so don't be alarmed. A lot of folks won't. If you understand any magics you bring in, or maybe they will, but won't be accustomed to it. Um, but it's a fine city and runs real smooth now, like clockwork, with Queen Emma sitting in the throne. Anyway, let me get you over to the stable master here, and they'll get you set up and find your way over to Hevel, who indeed gets you set up with a six-person wagon. There's the driver in the front and a passenger next to them. There's a covered portion with 4 spots. Under the benches you'll be sitting on, there's room for storage, and then in the side compartments of the wagon, they open up and you can put some more storage stuff in there. And they have that because they always have to keep a couple extra. But he will ask. I'm really sorry to have to ask. But we've got to account for these because it is a little difficult to get them out here and safely through that swamp and in good health and such, and the risk is a little high. We just need to cover the cost of horses and a wagon if we have to purchase a new one. But I'll tell you what,
Sure.
so I'll have to ask you up front for that cost. But if you make your way to Iverness safe and sound, they'll refund you whatever the difference is. If the horse is in good shape, then they'll refund almost all the horse cost. Wagons in good shape. If it's in poor shape, they'll take what's needed for recovery or repairs out of that. But they'll refund you the rest. I'm going to write up a writ here, but you would be looking at. I'm sorry this is so high, but it's 50 gold per horse and about 40 for the wagon. That's 140 gold pieces.
Oh, that's nothing.
Okay.
And so you'll just hand over 140.
Oh, thank you. All right, here's your writ. Now you pass that to whichever stable master you found in Iverness, and they'll refund you whatever isn't needed to care for the horse and wagon drive.
Okay. Azio will take that and then hand it immediately to Grundy. I'll be like, you're a better record keeper than I am. I'll probably lose it.
Folds it up all nice and puts it in one of the sleeves inside his journal.
Dan, do we need to worry about food for the horses?
For the horses. Nope, they've got rations for that too. They've got a surplus of that.
Okay.
So, I mean, you want to roleplay feeding them and stuff, but otherwise.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Do you have asking the stable master, do you have a suggestion? We're going to be traveling through, of course, to get to Avernus. We have to go through the swamp.
Mhm.
Do you have any suggestion for, so we're told, if we feel like we're getting off course, to just try and head north? Well, we don't really have a compass. Is there, do you have a suggestion for how to do that in that case?
Yeah. I'm terribly sorry. I'm not. I don't know what a compass is, but yeah. So sometimes there's a mist or a fog that comes over the swamp, but
Now I'm just sitting with it that Sadie knows what a compass is, and she's thinking, these fools, they don't know what a compass is. It's so weird. I'm sorry, go ahead, Dan.
Yeah, awesome. But you know, it's not it's not usually constant. Usually breaks a bit, and then usually use the stars, the sun, just to take a glance when it
Okay.
breaks and take a read. I mean, if not, just set your course best as you can.
I was worried about tree coverage. There are some openings there in the swamp
Oh,
that you know of.
well, I mean, there's some areas that have trees and plenty of areas that
Okay.
don't. You'll find that there's quite a few different setups with terrain. Some areas are very dry. It's just mounds of dried mud, caked dried mud. Other areas are just these thick, a foot and a half muddy expanses. Some areas are a couple feet of water, where it's just pooled up given the weather. Um, and some areas you might have to stop and wait for it to drain a bit. So it could be just,
Oh,
difficult to
okay.
traverse. The water gets that deep. But there are areas with trees, and there's plenty of areas without. I can't say there's any dense trees anywhere. They're
Okay.
usually at least 20, 30 feet apart, these trees. So dense, you couldn't get.
All right. Perfect. That sounds great. Thank you.
Of course, of course. Well, I guess the warden said you might be staying for the night, or are you looking to head out? Because I can pack everything up for you if you're all ready and accounted for on your journey. Or you're staying
Yeah,
for the night.
I'd be ready to head out. I Can Zia like make a check about like rock behavior to see if they're more active during the day or at night? Because if we travel at night.
Yeah, you want to do like a nature check from your
Is
your
that a
experience?
possibility?
Yeah.
Yeah.
hmm You've
Knowledge.
probably had some opportunities to look up some rock stuff since the last day.
Yeah. 20.
But, okay. They tend to hunt more during the day and be more.
Yeah, so Zia would communicate to everyone. If we got started now, we'd be traveling mostly at night and we probably would be less likely to run into any rocks. I know they're only in the second portion, but I'm down to
Yeah.
travel mostly at night if you are.
Let's go.
Okay.
You two, you get packed up. Y'all do. You'll pile in. You've got Carmine will shift into dragon form so that Ghost can sit in the cart with you. And Carmen will just sort of fly about, keeping an eye patrol. As you will set out. Vic is going to be a little, in whatever kind of conversation you have about him staying here, a little not upset, but feels a little let down. A little, he kind of goes back to that rock fight where it's like, he had been like, no, just come here, and he was like, no, 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 that's not how this works. You don't tell me to. It's like, and I understand you want to keep safe, but I'm gonna do my best to stay here and watch over things. But gonna see how I feel in a couple days' time when Jolene comes through, and if I feel like I need to be there, then expect me to hitch a ride. But I'll consider what you said and try and find my peace with it.
I mean, if anything, Jolene is much more powerful and experienced than I am. And so I think that's a great idea
Right.
for when she comes along. Or heck, even if you wanted to wait until my father comes along, that's also understandable. I mean, both of them will probably need somebody to guide them along, although my dad has been here before, presumably. I guess we didn't really ask before we left, but he might know the way a little bit better. But yeah, I That's perfect.
Be
Thank you for
safe.
understanding.
Of course, of course. Hey. Do what you do best. And we'll make this work. We're gonna get her back. We'll make it happen.
And Zia gives him like a little peck on the cheek.
I said, all right, all right. Gets a little more comfy with it, cutesy with it. All right, and that was just back whenever you kind of discussed that with him. And so you're all packed up, and you begin making the journey. And Ghost says, "Wait, we forgot something. We gotta use the bathroom before we go on any long journey." Of
course.
And with that, we'll take our bio break. So if anyone doesn't know, we take about a 10-minute bio break. I'm gonna hit the button. Our audio will be hot, so chat with us if you like, but we will catch you in 10. Boop. Yay, button's working.
Yay.
Oh, nice for us. I'm so glad you were here for the Emersina part. Good.
Okay, night, Lily.
Night.
Fix that behind the scenes then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh my god, stretch, hydrate. Hey, Dasha. 1, 2, 3. Woo! Ooh, a water burp. Little stretch brew. There we go, Barath. I honored the hydrates. So thus far. Okay, then putting my AirPods down and be back. Hey, Tasha. Free cookie.
I almost forgot to take like all of my medication today.
No. Oh no.
So now I have to see, can I take these pills together? Or will it hurt me?
Yeah, read your documentation too, because I know one that I'm thinking of. If you miss it, you should, and by more than like 4 hours out of its normal time frame, you should wait, or 8 hours out of its normal time frame, you should wait till the next day, the regular time.
Oh yeah, no, it's not it no, it hasn't been that long. I usually take it, yeah, an hour or two before now, but I also forgot to take my iron pill and my
Oh.
second, which I can do without my second
Mm-hmm.
acid reflux pill, but my
Whee!
iron pill is a little important, but I have to make sure that they're not going to I'm going to do a quick search, make sure that they're not bad to take together.
Mhm. Okay. No, I'm glad it's not too late. All right. Well, let me bring us on back here. Boop. That's the button hitting.
I don't think you could.
Mm-hmm. Okie dokie. Well, onward we press. I think
Yay.
for this first week, oops, no, that's too far ahead, Dan. Yes, we've got 2 weeks of Journey Across the Plains. So I'm going to take it a quick week at a time, and I think we'll just do some general perception checks from everybody to like keep an eye out for dangers. So if everyone wants to roll a perception check, I'll go around and check in, and I'll start with Zia once you get your roll in.
We got an 18.
Ooh, nice, nice. Okay. Sadie?
Was it perception, Dan?
It was.
Oh, natural 20 for a 25.
Damn, nice. Hey, Ashavar?
17.
Nice, nice. Okay, and Grundy.
Yeah, 21.
Okay, beautiful. We're all keeping a very careful eye out. First week, let's take a look. Okay. Yeah, you come across some small to medium game, nothing that you all can't handle with a couple. So wave of the wand, wave of the staff, little dragon magic to scare some away. You know, whatever you all go for. Making way across the plains, safe, sound. Let's do another quick perception check for the second week on the plains because this is relatively safe area, but we'll just do a quick check. And I'll go around same order with Zia first.
Another 18.
Okay, nice, nice. Sadie?
24.
Okay, Ashvar?
Another 17.
Woo, nice. And Grundy.
16.
All right. All right, let's take a peek. The same thing. So, okay, again, small game, medium game helps bolster your rations a little if you wish. You're able to put down any critters that think the a little too big for their britches that are there to attack you, and you swiftly scare them off or put them down. As the end of that second week finishes, you reach the edges of the swamp. Looks fairly gnarly as far as the eye sees. Over the horizon here, we begin making our journey through the swamp. Things are going to get a little slow down as there's more dangers and other things. But as you arrive in sort of the late afternoon for the first day, you get a few hours in. It's not too bad along the edge, and you, I think, are you going through night? You're traveling, and then during the day you're resting, or what is your plan as we hit the swamp?
Mm.
I think up to the swamp, we were definitely trying to move more at night to.
Mhm.
Well, actually, no, never mind, because the rocks are only in the second part
Mm-hmm.
of the plane, so we don't have to worry about that yet.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm like,
Yeah, we need
Um,
as much visibility as we can. So daytime, I'd recommend for the swamp.
yeah, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
I would say daytime
Okay.
for the swamp. Traveling daytime.
Mm-hmm.
Worst case scenario, I can
Okay.
switch into a bird and I can fly around with Hermine if need be.
Oh.
A bat might be more useful if you can echolocate just in case it gets dark.
You arrive here in the afternoon and make your way through until you set up shop at night to rest. In the morning, that fog has settled in, and the air here has gotten incredibly hot, humid, and so today, where you parked, it's mostly dried out mud. So the cart's still coming along nicely, nothing really getting stuck. As the day begins, but I'm going to ask for a few rolls. First, let me ask Zia to roll a d4 for me. Great D4.
Oh.
Let me find somewhere online to
Mhm,
roll a
mhm.
d4.
Let me ask
Uh,
first because if you might want to do one of these others.
I 4.
Okay.
Oh.
No, that's fine. Let me mark that here. Okay. That's for me to know in the background. I'm gonna ask for a survival check on the next morning here. As the fog settled in, you want to make sure that you're pointed in the right direction. Who would like to do that survival check? Okay, go for it.
Sorry, I didn't realize you were gonna ask
Nope,
other
that's
people
okay.
to do it, and I had already rolled a 24.
Oh, nice.
I was like,
It's me. Yeah.
sorry,
Awesome.
I didn't mean to like
Yeah.
over
That's good.
volunteer over others.
That's good.
24. No, that's great. Okay. Yeah. So, you're pretty confident as you set off this morning. You were headed in the right direction with that. Other roles. Let's see. I need someone to roll a D100 for me. That can be whomever. Let me know who wants to. Grundy. Okay, go ahead and roll a D100.
Yeah, I'll do it. That's 57.
57. Okay, humidity's yeah, it's definitely gone up quite a bit, but it's not completely intolerable. Okay. Uncomfortable though for sure. I need another. No, I need everybody
Oh,
to roll a charisma savings throw, please.
what? It's my saving throw.
I will start with Grundy on this one. We'll go up the other way.
Uh, 19 minus 1 is an 18.
Oh. Ashvar?
16.
Okay. Nice. Sadie?
20. Wait. 21.
Okay. And Zia.
I got a 4, but I think one of my things allows anything. Oh wait, no, it's only if I have. Yeah, I got a 4.
Okay. Can you roll your own D100 for me, Zia, if you would?
Yay!
My see grows a second head.
Oh, that would be awesome. Come on.
But will Zia have
78.
She grows a second head. Would she have 3 eyes or 2?
0.
Nice. All right, I'm just going to send this to you in a direct message through Zoom.
Oh boy.
So yeah,
Jesus.
as this is the result of that.
Let's go. I was so bad at charisma. I solved the case. I don't know.
Nice.
Whatever.
All right. There we go. This effect takes hold today. All right, and the last roll, I think this one will go to Ashavar. I need you to roll a, let's see. Oh, that's one. Here we are. A D8, please.
Three.
3. Okay. All right, so that sets us up for the day. Humidity, bad, not terrible. The trek starts out on muddy ground. As you continue through, you start getting to wet mud, which gets a little sloshy in the boots and stuff if you're outside of the cart. The cart's moving along nicely. Horses are doing okay. Little drain from the extra energy being used. And I think that's going to be for the day. Nothing major. That's happened.
I will say Zia is just like, hey, Grundy, could I like do you happen to have like any extra like journals or anything like that? You know, I just I'm fascinated by how you write everything down, and I really I don't know, I'm thinking about maybe picking that up a little bit, you know.
Pauses for a second, looks at Zia, and then just kind of like smiles, like, I thought you'd never ask. And just reach in. You can actually see
Oh
in this pack,
boy.
there's like a bunch of like like empty journals. Like, here
Oh,
you go.
that's perfect. Okay.
You need a quill?
Yes. Actually, I don't have any.
Well, pencil.
Uh, thank you so much. And Sia just begins like writing down like every little thing that happens, but it's all basically chicken scratch because she can't write very well.
That's amazing.
Oh.
Awesome. All right. With those rolls, you make it through the first 2 days of the swamp. As such, fog breaks a little on that second evening, allowing you to see that you are on course and get a rough, direction that night. Following morning, fog settled back in pretty heavy. So just with that direction you had beforehand, you've got a really good starting point. DC is much lower, but can I ask Sia to make a fresh survival check for the next couple of days?
Would this just be a regular, or is this affected by the Christmas saving throw?
Nope, this will be a regular
Cool.
check.
Let's go with a 23.
23. All right, once again, setting everyone off in the correct direction, which is wonderful. Who would like to do the first D100 roll today?
I will do a D1, or you want to
Okay.
do it?
Go ahead.
Say-
I'd still have to dig around.
Oh no, I have to dig around too. So maybe it's whoever finds our D100 first, which is me.
Awesome.
Okay, I'll roll it this time.
Okay.
Ooh, 89.
Oh, nice. Okay. Well, the humidity
That's
today
humidity. We're miserable.
is
Oh, no.
unbearable. Now
Oh
it could
no!
still be a little worse, but it is near to the breaking point. This wet blanket feeling of the extreme heat. It's over. It's like a 108 probably, and the humidity makes it feel like 120 something, and it's just like you're breathing in that moist air, that warm, moist thing. Bugs all over the place these next few days, swarming about. Is uh, let's have either Ashvar or Grundy can roll a d4. Let me know who wants to do that. Is that Grundy? All right, I'm going to get you for the next one then, Ashvar.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Grundy.
We get a 4.
Okay, the ground continues to be thick with mud. And there's pools of water in a bunch of areas where these, the bugs are just going to town. Ashavar, here's the other thing. Let's see. That, we did that. All right, this one's for everyone. So Ashavar, I'm going to start with you tomorrow. For that for one of the other roles. Today, can I ask everyone to make a Constitution saving throw, please? And Zia, let me know what you get.
I got a 9.
Okay. Excellent. Sadie?
That is a 20 total.
Okay. Ashavar?
Natural 20 for a 25.
Ooh, nice. And Grundy?
That's a natural 20 for a 24.
Okay, beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, Zia. You're so silly.
I'm gonna say before this effect takes place, he's gonna be like, Grundy, I ran out of space. Can I get another turtle?
Grundy's like just really puzzled now. Like, what happened to the last one?
I filled it. It's full. Here, you can look at it.
And Grundy's gonna take a look at it. What do I see?
It's really, really bad penmanship, but it is literally like every little tiniest move that anybody has made this entire journey so far. It's like Grundy looked puzzled when I asked him for this. Sadie turned into Misk briefly at this time. Carmine, what looks to be approximately 15.3 meters ahead above us, like just like obsessive.
Are
Every little
you
thing.
feeling okay?
I mean, now that you mention it, it is kind of humid.
That I get. Are
Yeah,
you feeling okay?
You can see that a couple of the pages got stuck together because the ink was kind of melting.
Damn it, Steph.
But do you have a second one?
Yeah. You'll let me know if you're not feeling great, okay?
Yeah, of course.
He reaches in for his second one.
All right.
Volume 2. This one's gonna be great.
Volume 2.
Okay, now what am I rolling, Dan?
A D4, please.
D4, baby. Let's go. Gosh. A 3.
3. Oh my. Okay. You all get some rest this night. The morning comes around. Zia, you are not feeling well. You feel geez, a little weak, cold despite the humidity. The humidity actually is adding to this cold feeling. Like you've got the chills. And your skin is starting to develop a pale green hue.
Oh,
Feel pretty sick.
oh, muted.
Of course, Zia's writing down kind of like everything that's been happening. She could barely sleep. Like she was waking up like every 30 minutes to write down.
As you're
This is
writing,
depressing.
you feel an intense pain as the bone in the end of your finger breaks. One of the little bones. as though it's brittle.
Ooh.
Oh,
Hey Grundy.
Yes.
I'm not feeling so good.
it's like
I
green
I see the
skin,
finger like, oh god.
it's a bent this way, green skin, and like sweat.
So like a
sweat.
mild panic. It's like
Mhm.
I'm gonna healing word. Second level.
Okay, you give. You hadn't noticed it, but you have lost a few hit points. But this recovers the hit points. But finger remains broken, and the skin remains.
Uh,
What's
yeah.
going on, Zia?
I mean,
Isn't it?
Can I do a medicine check?
Yeah, yeah. Let me quickly check and see. What were you saying, Ashfire?
I was gonna suggest what Grungy just said.
Okay. Do you want to do separate medicine checks, or do you want to do
I am a
advantage?
sorcerer. I am bad at medicine.
Okay, nice, nice. Okay, Grundy, go ahead and knock out that medicine check.
Okay, that's a 13 plus 8, 21.
Okay. This is kind of rare. Sometimes people pick this up in a swamp. This is something that you've, somewhere in medical thing. It caught your. It was so gnarly that it caught your eye. And you remembered it. It's called the green-skinned death. And typically, it's a disease. It usually causes the unfortunate afflicted's bones to decay inside their bodies, becoming brittle and snapping with regular usage and movement. The one telltale sign is the afflicted skin develops the pale green hue from the decay, just as you see on Zia's skin. Um, oh, yep.
Would I know which spell to use on this?
Anything that cures diseases.
Lesser restoration.
You'd have to check and see if that one does that, or if it has to be
Um,
greater for.
It says you touch a creature and can end either one disease or condition afflicting it.
There you go.
So
This is
Alright.
considered a disease.
yeah, I just cast
God.
it second level.
Okay. You see the green sort of like fading away a bit, returning to that regular skin tone. Finger's still broken, but it might heal now if you were to try and heal it at this point. Zia, you feel instantly, as that washes you better and a little more stable.
Just gonna hand her a potion. Here, drink this.
oh, thanks. And I'm assuming is that potion would then heal the finger. Do I still want to write it down?
You do, yeah.
Ooh.
hmm
Okay.
I was waiting to see what Grundy would use. But, it's a lot less painful with your finger healed, so document away. Okay. All right. And so you take the journey on the next 2 days, which does require one last check from everybody, which would be where are we here? A wisdom saving throw on the second day, the fourth day, basically. And Shavar, let me know what you get when you get a roll.
I get advantage on wisdom saving throws.
Ooh,
That's a
nice.
19.
Nice, beautiful. Okay. Sadie?
Surprisingly, a 19 as well.
Okay, nice.
I'm just waiting for my rolls to go to shit.
Awesome. Grundy?
That's an 18 plus 8, 26.
Oh my goodness, excellent. And Zia. Please, Zia, get it.
I got a 5.
Oh, I love it.
Wow.
Zia, go ahead and roll a D100 for me. You would.
Worse luck.
I think there's part of me that's just like, yeah, so you could probably like use lucky or something here, but it's kind of just funnier. Just see what happens. I got a 60.
All right. Take a look here.
Suddenly, how old you are.
I mean, ultimately, the thing is like, Gruddy didn't even have to use any of that. Like, Zia had a potion of vitality that ends like all affected diseases and poisons at the same time. But I think she forgot about it,
Oh,
which is code
whoops.
for I forgot about it.
Happens.
Anyway, well, okay,
Okay.
because vitality to me was just like, oh, you gain extra hit points or something. It wasn't, oh, that cures all diseases. They should name it something different. I don't know.
All right, let's see. Let me grab this part here.
Yeah, I actually forgot I had one too, so I could have just given you that one.
Ah, see, yeah, well, you know, hindsight's
next-
2020.
Next round.
Yeah. I'm bound to get more diseases.
Okay, let me shoot you a fresh little. There you go. That's in the zoom.
Oh,
Perfect, right?
oh, I got this perfect.
Okay, and that'll take place after resting this next night. So on the fifth day, the fifth morning comes around. There's that for Zia as well. I guess I'll let you check in with that if you want in the morning as everyone's getting up, and then we can look at roles to continue tackling this week in the swamp.
Yeah, this doctor's definitely gonna check on his patient.
Zia is definitely still writing,
Mhm.
but is like looking off into the distance while writing.
All
And
over the page. Yeah.
once you get within about 10 feet of Zia, she's like, "Oh, Grundy," without looking at you. Good. I would say it's good to see you, but what can you do?
Explain?
I've been taken in by the darkness.
Oh, medicine check.
Yeah. Go if Zia's permissive, go right ahead.
Wait.
28.
No. Zia kind of backs away and is like, "What are you doing? You're not trying to take me away from this, are you?"
No. You can keep doing what you're doing. I just need to check something.
Okay. This isn't about the darkness, is it though?
No. It's something else. I want to make sure
Oh,
your
okay.
finger's
Because
okay.
I'm a big fan. You know, I've actually been working on this a lot with Eden recently. Like I now can see about 10 feet in total darkness. So that this is good practice for me, honestly. So I prefer if we kept it this way.
Sure.
Yeah.
Whatever you say.
Thanks, buddy.
Grundy's in like full doctor mode, so he's just like being super reassuring and and
Yeah.
soothing. And he rolls a 12 plus 8. That's a 20, dirty 20.
Okay. So you can tell. I mean, there's a couple things that are a little. There's behavior's a little odd. The journaling. But maybe the most odd thing right now is that you're not like being obvious that you're checking eyes and stuff. Of
Mhm.
course, just got the one eye.
Mhm.
But it's definitely seeing. Like she can see with that eye. Despite whatever's going on.
Well, it's time for your next round of medicine for your finger. So, kind of just hands her the potion of vitality.
A part of me wants to like incite that, but I mean, I guess Zia can't see what kind of potion it is. So
Right.
like, oh, okay. You know, whatever you say, Doc.
Nice.
Take this and see me in the morning.
Okay. So, let's see. Potion of vitality.
Yeah, it cures any disease or poison.
Interesting. Okay. You take that and send you one more message here.
I love being a burden on the party. Uh, okay. Yeah, thanks so much, Grundy. Yeah, that finger is feeling a lot better now.
That's good. That's good. Did you? How goes the journal writing?
Actually, I'm done with volume 2. Could I borrow another one?
Oh, okay. I see. Interesting. What brought on all this sudden urge to write, if I may ask?
Uh, there's just something about the swamp. It's it's really lovely when you think about it.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
gonna do one more. I'm gonna do a fresh medicine check.
Mhm.
And it's like, okay, is this swamp sickness?
Well, wait. Are you gonna give me another volume?
Well, yeah, sure. Here.
Thank you. And you can tell Zia is kind of like not looking at you and grabs it and is like,
Mhm.
great. Opens and is not looking at the journal, but just begins writing.
Interesting.
Nice.
So medicine check, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. So I rolled a 17 plus 8, 25.
All right. So you can tell that these things are still affecting her. Medicine check wise, it doesn't seem like any sort of disease. You kind of clear the list, the checklist for diseases. Yeah, it's gotta be something.
And I tried dispel magic.
You could try anything you'd like, absolutely.
So yeah, I guess I'll cast a third level dispel magic on her. See if that does anything.
Okay. Mhm. Okay. So you cast the dispel. Ooh, let's see. That's tricky business, isn't it, right? Dispel magic. We'll say that you do it carefully to avoid. I guess I've got to ask. So you know, of course, as a wielder of dispel magic, it can dispel one magical, effect on the person or something they're carrying, and you can kind of target what you want. I am assuming you're just doing it directly on the person. Okay. Yeah, you cast that, and with that medicine check, you kind of look over again, but you're still journaling and still like reaching around, like with the blind sight.
You just hear fascinating. And I write that down in my journal.
Nice.
I know, right? And I write that he's writing. Journal mine.
Awesome.
So I
The
kind of
journal
like,
off.
so I kind of go to the others and I kind of let them know that there's something, yeah, there's something weird going on with Zia. This
You
this
don't
needs,
say.
well, besides the usual. She's been writing an awful lot of. She's already gone through two. Well, this is the third journal she's on now.
Yeah,
These
but
are 100-page volumes.
I mean,
Um,
we're all in a small cart together. I saw her writing like everything, like
hmm.
what everyone was doing, what was happening outside.
She's also seeing
Um,
without seeing, and I've had to heal her green scale, her green scale. Was that green scale death?
Yeah, yeah. Let me just get the name here. It was let me go up to my diseases section. Yes, green skinned death.
Yeah. So she had green skin death, which I've managed to take care of, and broke her. Well, the bones degenerated, but they're healing now. But she seems to be in a I would say a fog, a funk of some sorts, where she's not really registering, but registering everything all at once.
Ashavar looks kind of thoughtful. Hmm. Uh, the writing thing kind of reminds me uh of something that I may or may not have accidentally tripped over when I was researching how to, how to best ply my trade, as it were. I think it might be a curse.
A curse.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am not, I don't think I am equipped to deal with that, which means we're going to need to find a cleric.
Yeah, I
Unless,
can't do
yeah.
anything about those. I can fake
We're,
them pretty good.
I mean, we're not too, we're like what, I think about 3 weeks out from Avernus. We're not close to any other towns according to what they said off of our path. So
Well, I mean, if all that's going on right now is she wants to write everything down and her eyes are being funky, should probably be fine until we get to Iverness, just as
Yeah.
long as we don't let her wander off.
Yeah, I
Just,
think we'll take turns keeping an eye on her.
you know,
But
just keep
I
feeding our journals, I guess.
I'm down to my
Yes.
last 3, so let's hope.
I guess
All
what
right.
I'm a bit concerned about is if we run into any trouble between here and Avernus, if she's blind, you said? She's not going to be able, she might not, her fighting abilities might be a little hindered.
She's seeing without seeing. I've examined her eyes, and
She can see
the eyes
fine.
are functioning fine, but she mentioned something
Okay.
about being one with the darkness and
Oh, I've heard
being
that
able
before.
to see, and yeah, it's concerning, and it's unfortunately I've done everything I can medically for her. This is beyond my scope.
The cataloging all this, like they're talking, holding some conversation elsewhere across the camp.
Oh, literally, Zia has written down everything being said, but she's more obsessed with writing it down than responding to it.
Nice.
I can't even let Zia use the ring of psychic resistance because you have to attune to it.
Oh,
And if it's a curse,
Yeah.
then yeah.
Let me go. Let me talk to Zia and see, and at least get their opinion if they feel like we need to go off course for something, or if they're okay with waiting until we get to Avernus. Yeah. Sadie will just go over to Zia.
Oh, hey. And like once you're within
Hey.
10 feet, we'll be like, hello.
You know who this
Sadie?
is, Zia? Oh,
Or
okay.
Misk.
No,
I can't
no,
tell.
it's Sadie.
Oh, okay.
So, your blindness, while interesting, is
Oh, it's fantastic. It's everything I ever wanted.
okay. Well, the writing in the journals, that's fun and all, but it is different than what you usually do, right? You realize that.
Yeah, I mean, but like sometimes different is good.
Okay. But we might want to get that finger set you know, the one that broke.
Yeah, I mean, it's feeling much better now.
Are you, and Sadie just kind of looks Zia up and down. Are you comfortable with waiting until we get to Avernus to, you know, maybe take care of these ailments that are plaguing you, or do you want us to go off course and try and find someone out here?
I mean, I feel fine. I don't know what ailments you're talking about, but
Okay. You feel like that if a rock attacked us tomorrow, that you'll be okay to fight?
yeah,
Everything's good?
I mean,
Okay.
if it's within 10 feet of me, I got it.
Well, okay. We'll make sure that we let's just hope that it doesn't happen in the first place. So if it does, we'll take care of it. It'll
I
be
mean,
okay.
if it did, it would be great for the saga I'm writing. This would be great foreshadowing.
Okay. I'm sure it'll be great. Can't wait to read it.
Yeah. If you're
are you
looking
right?
over Zia's shoulder,
Yeah.
it is not comprehensible because
Oh,
she
sure.
can't really see what she's writing.
Sure. It's just the same line over and over.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
All
fine.
work and no play. All work and no play.
Sadie will go back, just kind of out of words, just go
Hmm.
back to the others. She says she's fine to wait to Avernus, so I guess it's what will. I think it's kind of our only option, anyways.
Well,
So
if I might have a turn, Ashbel,
who is this?
fine thinking. This is Alana. Fine thinking.
Oh.
Alana goes over to Zia. Zia walks within like 5 feet. Are you able to use your sense to? Could you slap my hand from if I'm beside you over here? Holds her hand up.
Oh, yeah. Easy.
Right. Cast remove curse as you slap hands. One of the two is gonna disappear, so I'm gonna just do a little.
We flip a coin.
So the second one with your vision and such dissipates. Hmm,
What did you
that's
do?
incredible.
Oh, okay. Because like Zia's like, so like, and it's like, oh my goodness. Well, that was crazy.
Yes, I think there's nasty curse on
Yeah.
that fog.
I gotta write that down.
Yes, yes. Listen, you're doing such a fine job. Here's to doing a great. I can't wait to read your work. And another high five up to see
Aw.
if you'll high five her.
Sure.
Oh, go for another high five. Yeah.
Remove curse. And the desire to continue in your journal dissipates.
Uh,
I mean, unless you were having fun with it, then. But the curse
well,
part
and
goes
she
away.
flips back and she's
Mhm.
like, none of this is even remotely readable. Why did you let me do this for so long?
Feeling better then.
It's been like, what, like 2 weeks?
It's 4 days of in 3 journals. Ashavar keenly spotted that it was potentially occur. Be
Well,
cautious.
you know what they say. Curses, man.
Indeed.
Completely forgot Alana had removed curse. She's
Grundy
on my
like
cloak.
Grundy
I had to
pops in
speak a
and it
couple
kind of
times,
just
but-
goes like, "I'll take those back, thank you."
Okay. You just see that they're all titled Sia's Magical Swamp Journey, Part 1, 2, and 3.
It's split into 3 movies. Yeah, already.
Wow.
Nice.
What a money grabber.
Well, let's all keep an eye on one another for oddities. Swamp then. Must be.
Yeah, I'll be a little
Sure.
bit more careful.
I fear that it's very, very difficult to tell like this, but we're almost through the swamp, I think. And she'll just kind of go back to her thing, and that frees you up to do the. We're just gonna bundle these last 3 days together. And see if you would make the final survival check to make it through the swamp.
Boy.
$25.
Nice. True to course. Heading north, finding your way through the swamp. Let's have Ashavar do the. We'll let you do the humidity roll today. How's that? Whee! The D100.
This is even worse than Texas. 92.
Oh, it's
It's
finally happening.
bad.
Mm-hmm. It is
Oh.
so incredibly intense that it's actually affecting your weapons and armor.
Oh, great. I don't do those.
Perfect. For anyone with a staff or a bow or wooden, strictly wooden, or any weapon that has a wooden component to it. Let's see. Your attack and damage is reduced by 4 today, or for the next 2 days. Anyone wearing leather or cloth armor, leather armor, has their AC reduced by 4.
Jesus
Jesus.
Christ.
Mm-hmm. As the leather components shrink and warp, and it's almost some portions you can't wear. It's just and others are warped and twisted. The next 3 days.
Question, Dan.
Yeah.
Does a glaive or a sickle have wood in it?
The handles, yes.
Okay.
Makes them, warped and gnarled beyond the normal and very imbalanced. Just for the last 3 days in the swamp. Not permanent effects. All right, may I ask everyone to make a quick, a D4, please, from Grundy, if you would.
That is a 2.
Okay. Good. So we're back to some, in an area with intense vegetation. Trees every, maybe density-wise, 15, 20 feet apart. Swamp trees, lots of vegetation and such. Which does call for a Constitution saving throw from everybody.
Is this just because of the density?
No, this is partly due to that, but other factors as well. Zia, what'd you get for your con save?
19.
Woo, nice, okay, yay!
I'm not gonna get cursed this time.
Awesome.
Only got cursed 3 times.
Yay! Sadie, just 3.
That's a natural one for a 9.
Okay. Excuse me. All right, Ashavar.
15.
Okay, nice. Just high enough. And Grundy?
Also a 15.
Okay, just cruising in. So today, with all the vegetation, all the sitting water, all the trees, lots and lots of bugs. Sadie, please roll a D4. If you roll a 3, roll again.
I knew it was coming, and I just sat there and just waited for it to start. Okay, it is. Okay. I keep dropping it, Dad.
No.
I did find something I can use. Ashavar can use prestidigitation
Mhm.
to chill her clothes.
Nice. You keep
for an hour. So she's just gonna keep doing that. Boop.
Perfect. Cool dance.
Here, you want it, and she can do it to other people too.
Awesome.
I rolled a 3, so I re-rolled and I got a 4.
Okay. Gonna make a note of that for myself. And one final check from everybody, please, for the last 3-day thing. This goes back to a charisma saving throw. And I'll
I
check in
got
with
those.
Zia first in hopes of her succeeding.
Screw it. Zia's gonna use lucky here.
Okay, do that.
Y'all have dealt with her enough.
Mhm.
I don't want to do it anymore. It's not funny anymore. One more time. Yay. Let's go. Jeez, work.
Wow.
Oh no.
Okay, that's a 15.
Okay.
Zia's gonna take the 15. I don't
Okay.
think I can get better.
All right. Good. 15 for Zia. Sadie?
7.
7. Okay. Ashavar?
29.
Ooh, nice. Okay.
Nice.
Beautiful. All that chilling is like really just got you focused and centered with in the human.
Very zen.
Nice. And Grundy.
16 minus 1, 15.
15. Okay. So Zia and Grundy skate just above and succeed. And Ashavar blows it away. Of course, you definitely succeed. So Sadie gets her double whammy. How exciting. Sadie, can you please roll a D100 for me?
Mm-hmm. That is an 80.
Grundy's just padlocking all of his journals now.
Yes. Let's all right, I'm gonna send you a quick direct message. They say in the sent. So this for Sadie. Boop. There you go. So you let me know. I'll let you role play it out once you figure out, the qualifier part. That. So this is the first day this takes place. Then I'll let you know about the other thing on the next day. So you're all traveling along. And yeah, let me know if there's anything. City, some times when you have to get out and help pull the wagon and this and that. Anything going on with Sadie today?
Sadie is staying extremely close to Zia today. Like
Is
within 5 feet of you, Zia.
Is everything okay, Sadie?
Yeah. I just everything's fine. Everything's
Okay.
fine. Yeah.
Zia's gonna like purposefully separate from
Nope. Gonna
the,
scoot closer.
and like it gonna go like around.
Nope. Sadie will run if she has to stay within 5 feet of you. Zia,
Zia's gonna go from running to like quickly stopping.
Sadie will quickly stop.
Do you?
What are all these games for?
Well, so I was cursed recently.
Sure.
And I'm a little more wary than normal of any sort of change or anything than I normally would be. Have you thought about riding on Carmen maybe for a little bit? You and Ghost could kind of switch.
No, I really think that I need to stay right here with you.
Any particular reason?
No
Hmm.
reason at all. I don't feel I just don't feel comfortable anywhere else. Makes me I think I need to stay right here. I'll
Describe.
I'll I'll help you with whatever you're doing. If you need
Oh,
to, if you need to go do something, I can help out as much as needed. Um,
oh, yeah. I have this real big problem where I'm
uh,
trying to figure out how my blind vision works. Would you mind
oh
standing approximately 10 feet away from me? That's my current limit.
no, I don't think that that's really necessary. I think that just staying, I think 5 feet would work, right? I just
Oh no, I'm pretty good at 5 feet. It's just like 10 feet's where I really
I
need to.
can't. I can't do it, Sia. I
Oh,
can't.
okay. That's
Things
that's valid. Um,
it'll yeah.
okay. Well, I mean, have you noticed anything else recently?
Other than this humidity, I mean, what do you mean?
You're not feeling compelled to write and you can still physically see me, right?
Well, I can still see you, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I just please don't
Hey,
ask me to go any farther. Oh, can I just want to stay right
yeah,
here. I
yeah,
feel the
that's
safest here.
completely fine.
Okay.
Um,
All right.
via mind link to Grundy, I'm terrible at medicine checks, but I this is gonna sound really weird. Sadie is like glued to me at exactly 5 feet away from me. Can you kind of do some, I don't know, medicine mumbo jumbo?
Grundy's gonna be like, say no more. Cuts the connection, connects to Alana. We got another one.
Oh, all right, who is it?
Sadie. Only this
Oh.
time it looks like I was watching them running around camp, and Sadie has glued themselves to Zia.
Oh,
Yeah,
can we let that play out a little bit? That sounds rather fun.
it does, but Zia doesn't
Probably
look
not.
very comfortable.
Oh, for
Z-
Zia.
Zia
Yes.
will connect back to Grundy and be like, to be clear here, I mean, this isn't a life or death situation. If it feels like Sadie's fine, like
Um,
there's no
Maybe it's just like
Is
green
there a
or
standing
better way?
beside you, just like
I mean, it could be worse. I mean,
um,
Zia will ask Sadie, like, if we got attacked by
huh?
a rock right now, would you be like chill? Like,
I would just need to stay right beside you. We can fight back to back. That'd be
yeah.
perfect.
Oh,
Yeah.
perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
Connects back to Grundy. Yeah, like she can still fight.
let me know if that changes. Well, better yet, let Alana know if that changes.
Oh, you think it's a curse, not a disease?
I believe so. I don't think I've ever seen Sadie stand anywhere near that close to any of us.
Uh, yeah, now that you mention it, she's kind of typically pretty asocial.
Yes, indeed. So if it gets worse, let one of us know.
Okay. So Sadie,
Yeah.
you want to play a game?
Maybe. What is it?
Uh, count all the trees on the way out of the swamp. It's a fun game.
Okay.
Okay.
Sadie's gonna get like close enough to Zia since she's looking away from Zia to like where she's like touching her in some way. So she knows that Zia's still there and we'll start counting.
And we just keep going.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. Continue journeying through the. So you finish that day of travel. That's day 5. Day 6 comes around in the morning. You've already done rolls for all these. Um, your second roll with that D4 was a 4, right? Sadie, you rolled a 3, had to re-roll, and you got a 4.
Yes, correct.
Okay. Let me just see
I
how this
like that
presents.
look.
Mm, yeah. Um. Oh, really? Wow. All right. That's uncalled for. But and yeah, you know what? Um, for now, yeah, no, you seem fine. Hey, that's interesting. So, next thing comes around, except you still have this that fixation.
Oh, sure. No, Sadie
Hmm.
has like that night, with Zia sleeping, Sadie would have like slept in some way, like almost like cat sleep, but they have to touch you in some way.
Okay.
So, they'll have, yeah, stay with still within 5 feet of
Oh,
Zia at all times.
okay. You do have on day 6 and 7 little tickle in your throat. Nothing major. Nothing that stands out. Just a little throat clearing here and there.
Right. So now Zia's just hearing Sadie clearing her throat.
Constantly for 2 days. No, little tiny.
Zia's just thinking, I mean, this is pretty much like sleeping next to Vic. So she's kind of used to it. He snores.
That's amazing. He's kind of peaceful now. Love it. Okay, so yeah, you make it to day 7, and reach the edge of the swamp. Thank goodness the ground starts drying up. The tree cover here, washes away, and you find yourselves by the end of day 7 back on dry land, prairie land, as far out as you can see. There's another, I think it was another 2 weeks, or another 3 weeks at this point of plains ahead of you between you and Iverness.
Ooh-wee.
Um, so we will advance. I will check in with everyone here. We're gonna, rest for the night, and then I'm gonna go by week. So, is there anything anyone wants to do tonight? Otherwise, I'll get us across the plains here.
Nope, other than just staying right next to Zia.
Sleeping, you're gonna have you set up your bedroll next to Zia.
Zia's gonna kind of like at some point just walk up to Alana and be like, "Hey, Alana.
Oh, yes.
Um, so you probably noticed Sadie, right?"
Alana.
Oh, it's
Hey.
been very entertaining. Yes.
Okay. I agree with you. However, I have kind of noticed this well, Sadie, I'm sure you've noticed it as well.
y- What?
Well, the throat clearing.
Oh,
Oh.
it's just a little. I think it's just the trees in the area. I think they're
Oh,
getting to
the
me.
pollen.
Yeah, it's the pollen count. It must be up again.
Mm. Yeah, what are your thoughts, Alana,
Um.
as a resident botanist?
Yes. Well, I mean, it certainly could be. Are you feeling any other? She'll do a medicine check. Are you feeling any like fevered or um weak, cold flashes, hot flashes, anything like that?
No, not at all. Just like little drippage.
Right, right.
I have never heard anybody ever use the term drippage.
And
Uh,
Lana did like nose curl
Thanks.
a little at
That's
Right back, right back
gonna
in the throat.
it's gonna join
No.
moist.
I have no idea. As an ASMR, the only time I have ever been sick in my entire life was like 3 days ago.
Nice.
Well,
All right, with Alana's medicine check, as it is a 5, and keep an eye on it. Let us know if anything changes. Any feelings of upset stomach, headache, fever, any of that, disorientation, slightest
Mhm.
changes, let us know.
Sure. Thanks.
Are you feeling dragon chat as she's saying that to Sadie? Dragon chat to Zia. Um, are you feeling ready for a conclusion to Sadie's curse, or
How many times can you clear a curse?
oh,
Like how long do you have to
many?
wait between?
Oh,
Many times?
yes, I have many spell slots for that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm more concerned about the second one that I feel like is coming on
All right.
than I am about the like. Well, I mean, Sadie's right. Still right here. Uh, yeah, I'm more concerned about the potential second one than I am about this one. Kind of like how Grundy was with me with the writing.
Oh.
I'm
I'll
sure
cast
that.
it twice. Play it safe.
Yeah, just I don't know.
Hmm.
The high five method might not work.
No. Zia, yeah, Zia. Sadie,
Yeah.
let's see. I'm going to test something. Is that all right? I
Sure.
want to test, take a close look, and going to feel as part of my medicine, this check. I'm going to check your, you talked about the lymph nodes and stuff.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
Wonderful. Yeah, like, kind of feels through those and casts remove curse twice, which removes that fear that you
Desire.
have here currently. Yeah, here.
Yeah. Okay. Oh. Oh, I'm standing really close to you, Z. I'm so sorry. It's gonna take a step or two away.
Yeah. Thank you. How's that itchy throat doing?
Little itchy still.
Yeah, it's still a little there.
Oh gosh. Okay. Well.
Fine, it's just allergies. It's okay.
Like having a dry throat, just gonna catch us. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
What the DM said.
the who?
What?
maybe she needs another remove curse.
Well, what's a DM?
A lot of guesses.
You suddenly have a vision of 5 people sitting behind a screen.
Nice.
Fourth wall breaking disease. It's
Um,
terminal.
Another word, yeah.
But I'll let you know if anything
Yeah.
happens.
Well, I mean, considering that didn't work, Grundy might have some more healing options that Alana might not have.
Okay. Not too worried about it right now, but yeah.
Well, I think for this next portion, we'll need to keep a careful eye on the skies.
Yeah,
Rest
this
up
is
well.
where we'll probably only move at night, correct?
Good thinking.
Right.
Should we push through tonight and take the exhaustion, or rest night and day?
I'm
I
not
would.
sure I want to be sitting for all that time, but what do you think, Grundy?
Well, we need to be at our best if we are going to have to traverse this.
Oh, that's true.
And I would prefer we travel at night, if that's the case with the rock.
Let's
We
camp
can,
up for a little bit longer then,
yeah,
and then
we
we'll
can.
get
We'll
set
take
out.
turns keeping an eye out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You get a good proper rest, at the nighttime, and then you are restful the next day, so that when you're that following night, you'll be able to tackle the 3-week journey to Iverness, which is what we'll pick up next week. We'll wrap up there.
Woo!
Woo woo.
All right, we survived the silly curses and such. Shows this one up. And
Ew.
dangers. There's some dangerous critters in there too. But we did not hit those, thankfully. All right. Well, thank you so much, players, for hanging out, being part of the game, everything.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Love hanging out with y'all. Love playing this game. Hopefully, it was a little relaxation, little silly lightness here before we get into Ironess, and and things really pick up their pace as we swirl through the whirlpool torrent towards endgame. Thank you so much, viewers, for hanging out with us and being hilarious and keeping us company and laughing.
And hydrating.
And hydrating in particular tonight. We don't have any folks to rate tonight, so we'll just wrap up and say goodnight. But we hope to catch you. If you're new, you've been watching An Extremis, our Saturday night, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern campaign, Sky Pirate campaign. And we hope to catch you next week as things pick up in the capital city of Ironess. Until next time, take care, everyone. Have a lovely night. We'll catch you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.